He's going, guys. Me and this little rabbit here, we're just heading back into the French clinic. We didn't get to see the specialist at the Mahavong hospital, so we just left that video there, but we're following it up now. I did try to make an appointment. That was just yesterday, one day ago. Did try to make an appointment, rang the clinic this morning, tried to make an appointment, and she would not take my word for it that I was just able to. She wants me to come back in and see the doctor again, so I'm going back in to see why I need to make pay for 2 consultations when he said just make an appointment once you have the x-ray. She wouldn't take my booking, so I'll go and speak to the girl I spoke to the other day who gave me the card to make the phone call to make the booking. Yes, it's not a specialist today. I'm just going back to the clinic to get this sorted out so I can see the orthopedic surgeon. Now, thank you very much for all the well wishes and advice in the comments. It's not as country or as backward as some of you may seem. They do have specialists here. They do have orthopedic surgeons. It's not necessarily something I'm going to have to go to Bangkok or back to Australia for. But we'll see. You know, we'll see what the specialist actually says. That's what's up. That's where we're going. Hey, did you understand any of that?
Yeah.
Yeah? What part?
Go to the clinic.
Go to the clinic. Okay. And she understood my question. She's doing really well, isn't she? It's only been 2 days since I was at the French clinic and seen the doctor. He did give me some anti-inflammatories, painkillers then, and it has really taken the edge off the pain and that, which is good. But I don't want to be taking that painkiller when I go to see the orthopedic surgeon. I want to be able to feel and explain to him where exactly that pain is. Yeah, all good. We weren't even in there 5 minutes. It was just a misunderstanding with the receptionist staff there because he hadn't given direct instructions just to make an appointment. They just thought he'd like to see me again, but there was no reason to do 2 consultations. But another lady came out, was just lucky passing through, made the appointment for me with the orthopedic surgeon for tomorrow afternoon, 5:30. Don't let me forget. The lady, only probably late 20s, fluently switching between English to speak to me, Lao to speak to the receptionist staff, who do speak great English, and on the phone speaking fluent French to somebody else. And I still haven't even mastered English. I've got Australian down pat, but hey, you speak Australian, mate?
What?
Can you speak Australian? Where's your seatbelt? Okay, there's definitely no ice cream for you.
You eat my ice cream.
Yes, we have established that. Sulking gets you nowhere with me, you know that. Yeah, so I'll let you know how we go tomorrow, guys, but that is a good find, that French clinic. Anybody in Vientiane, whether you're a tourist or you're trying to be creative, are you? Just hold it in one spot, please, darling. The French clinic, yeah, it is like walking into a doctor's surgery or something in Australia or the West, what we're used to. If you do find that language barrier is difficult, you're not going to have any trouble there. So, highly recommended. It's not fixed yet, but so far it has been a good experience going there. The hospital system, yesterday there was no signs. There's different departments in all different places. I would have had Buckley's of finding anything yesterday if it wasn't for Neenee with me. Well, I can just go to this doctor's by myself and there's no trouble. Now, you'll find most doctors and that, even in the Laos hospitals, they do speak English. But it's the other staff, when you want to pay or ask for directions and things like that, that don't. So, yeah, and we did, like I said, we didn't get to see the specialist at the Mahavong hospital yesterday, so that is why I'm following up with the orthopedic surgeon today. Tomorrow. We'll go down and have a look at this restaurant later on. Have a beer, see if anybody's down there. First, we're going into the orthopedic surgeon now. I've got to hurry. See how quick he came down there. Okay guys, right now. What a really nice guy. French orthopedic surgeon. $55 to get in and see him. It is the early stages of carpal tunnel, the ligament that goes between your thumb and the ball of your hand. Because of how I have been using my mouse, like that, and you just sawing away at that ligament, thickening it up. That ligament protects a couple of nerves that run in under there. So you're thickening that up, that ligament, which restricts it. So at the early stages of it, he's given me a splint 760 and more. He really wants me to take the anti-inflammatories. I've taken 4 in the past 2 days, one of the morning, one of the night. It does feel better. I didn't take one today. I thought I'd be in more pain today. I got a bit more movement in it today. So, but I've been training myself to use my left hand on the mouse. So I've been swapping backwards and forwards, been doing stretches. So I've been doing a lot more things to help it since the last time I spoke to you guys and had the good sook about it, had a whinge. You know, I wasn't doing much about it then, and that's when I was at its worst. So coming back to see the doctor in a week, $55 for a specialist orthopedic surgeon, and hooking me up with some drugs and a splint. $68. That's incredible, isn't it? Very positive. He wants to see me in a week. He thinks, yeah, we can get on top of it. Other than that, he said it's just a small surgery just to cut that ligament, which takes all the pressure off that nerve which is causing the pain. So not arthritis, it is like RSI causes that carpal tunnel injury. So classic case. Dr. Mark in Canada, you're on the ball there, mate. You were. So a lot of yous were. A lot. I didn't want it to be carpal tunnel because I didn't want to eventually have to have surgery, but there you catch it and treat it, and now this skinny little street. So now that I know what causes it, it's starting to get better with me icing it, the anti-inflammatories, and teaching myself to be ambidextrous in editing. So he seems to think it would get better just with taking those few small precautions, and he's very happy that we'll be going away and I won't be editing for a good 5 to 6 weeks maybe. So he's very positive that we'll be able to get on top of it, and then we know what causes it and we can prevent it. But it was the main cause of how I've been editing on the desk lately, just like I showed you on the bonnet of the car, just rubbing away at that bloody tendon. It's inflamed, you know, so inflamed, thickened. Hope it hasn't, hope it doesn't continue to restrict that nerve. Come on, she says, come on. They didn't advertise. It's family and friends tonight. And who else? They're not going to knock anybody back. Just here with a couple of Neenee's school friends that I thought I'll give you guys a look around before it gets dark, especially upstairs. So, that is like a doof room, an insulated doof room, soundproof. Serious hardcore party room, VIP room. We'll go upstairs. Give you a look at the changes here. A lot of greenery gone, opened it right up, looking good. Have a look at the front soon. Okay, they did have tables up here. They had tables and umbrellas along here, but I think they've taken them down. I think they've realised that this space is only really any good when the place is chockers, and they're not going to need it just yet. So yeah, the beer garden down here. For those who haven't been up here before, I'll take you for a lap. Quick flyby. Yeah, when Neenee first built out here, these big buildings here, that's what it was, just rice field. There was just this little lane coming up to Neenee's house. This big concrete wall, that was all rice field. These buildings were there, all rice field, all the way up there as far as you can see. None of these buildings here in front of us. Now, and this person has, this was one big block here. Don't know what they're going to do there. They're in no hurry to develop it. I've heard that it is just, they're just going to build a home on it and farm it, which is good. The last thing I wanted to see was more big buildings going in out the back here. Yeah, not much. They have got an aircon up here, but nothing happening. So yeah, it is on an opening night tonight, guys. I will mark it on the map where it is. Their Facebook page, if you want to make a booking. It is like an a la carte menu. Come here, they'll cook it up for you. All you got to do is sit and drink and eat. Not like the buffet where you had the hot pot to do it yourself. So it'd be good to have somewhere. You guys ring up, hey Todd, you in town? Coming over for a beer? Yep. Just give me your time. I'll meet you there. Or, who are you again? Little girl over there looked like Mina, I thought. It bloody is Mina. So this is where the two huts were, and they've just laid that thin slab down over here. Painted the brickwork up like the guttering, no parking zones in Laos, in Vientiane. Very different now, isn't it? Very different. So that's it, guys. That's what you're looking for when you come along this dusty road. Nock hasn't made up her mind where she wants to park yet. That'll do, Nock. I'll kick you out if they want to park more in there. Very colourful, the place now, isn't it? They've got a standalone Heineken fridge too. I know, I seen her. So we do still have the outdoor section, guys. You're waiting for some other young ones to turn up, are you? Nock's here. Wow, have a go. This weather, eh? Flogged down all night. Go see how our little girl has done at school. She had an award ceremony today. She's been girls had the chicken pox. They're just starting to clear up, so she's fine to go. Teacher said, get her there. We did, but here she is. What did you do? What did you do? How'd you go? You gotta tell us?
I was surprised of me.
Go home, please.
Congratulations. What did you get? What's this for?
She has high score. Every subject is not less than 7. Because 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's why she have that certificate for her.
Okay. How'd she do in her exam?
Exam, because yesterday she not go to school and don't know yet. I will ask the teacher.
Okay. Okay. We still don't know how she's done excellent anyway, hasn't she? She has, for her first year at school where everybody else has had to. Could not ask for anything more. You have chicken pox? That's okay, I've had it. I won't catch it. I can't catch it. Look at you. Come here, turn around, and I'll just show them your back. Oh, show us your face first. Yeah, start the scab over. My poor little munchkin. Neenee bought her these. It's not something the school handed out with money or anything, but Neenee got them for her first year at school, and how well you have done, hey? If some of you guys are worried about her going to school with the chicken pox, the teacher really wanted her there. She knew. I was asking Neenee about it. It's nothing to the people here. It's just a normal thing for children to have, and they just go. You know, they just brushed it off as nothing. We'd be horrified back home, wouldn't we? But here it was just, oh well, it's how did she do? All over, she came 11th in her class, even though she had progressed up to 4th. That was month by month. She was getting better and better and better, but the score of 11th in her class was overall. From the first 2 months she started school here, where she was dead last in her class, to her progressing. So it was an average score for the year, and that is incredible. I think considering there's over 30 in a class, I think there's about 36. So you'll be on a level playing field next year when you start. Hey, here's your certificate. She got a certificate for continually getting high scores in her class for every subject, and there was only a couple selected from each class throughout the school who got that. So she was awarded. That's why the teacher wanted to go there, to accept these awards. Congratulations, young lady. Everybody is proud of you. I'm especially proud of you. Okay? Yeah. She's feeling very lethargic. You can understand why, but it's not irresponsible of us to send her there. It's just an everyday event here. It's where she would have caught them from. It's where other kids will catch them from. And they'll be safer later in life to not be able to get them. Yes, darling.
Can I take money out?
Yeah, and you can pay rent this week. But we were going to get away next week, guys, but we're not. We're going to hold it off for another week because I'm not going to go up into the villages and that. She's going to be well over them next week, but we're giving it another week because I don't, want to be taking a girl around with chicken pox, spreading it from village to village. we're much safer here. We have medications, we have pharmacies, we have hospitals if there is a bad reaction to them. But out in the villages, don't you love the rainy season? Look how healthy everything looks.